Big news for Ukraine and Moldova. The EU has opened accession negotiations and granted candidate status to Georgia. President Volodymyr Zelensky on Thursday said the European Union's decision to open accession talks with Ukraine was, quote, a victory for his war-torn country and, quote, all of Europe. Kyiv had feared Hungarian President Viktor Orban would veto the start of accession talks, but EU Council President Charles Michel said Thursday that the EU had agreed to open talks with Ukraine and Moldova. Russian President Vladimir Putin has said Russia is in dialogue with the U.S. on exchanging two jailed Americans, Paul Whelan and Evan Gershkovich. AP correspondent Karen Shamus reports.
Putin's remarks came at his end-of-year's news conference, in which he spoke about a recent offer the Biden administration made to secure the two men's release. The U.S. State Department reported it earlier this month and said Russia rejected it. At the news conference, Putin said, "It's not that we refuse to return them. We don't refuse. We want to reach an agreement with the U.S., and these agreements must be mutually acceptable and must suit both parties." Speaking outside of a courtroom in Moscow, Lynn Tracy, U.S. ambassador to Russia, reacted to a Russian court decision that Gershkovich will remain in detention until January the 30th.
Both of these men deserve to be at home with their families.
I'm Karen Shamas.
The House has passed a defense policy bill that authorizes the biggest pay raise for troops in more than 2 decades. Supporters overcame objections from some conservatives concerned it didn't do enough on cultural issues, such as restricting the Pentagon's diversity initiatives and gender-affirming health care for transgender service members. The Senate had already overwhelmingly passed the bill on Wednesday, so now it goes to President Joe Biden's desk to be signed into law. For additional stories 24 hours a day, visit voanews.com. This is VOA News. More than 1 million illegal fruit-flavored e-cigarettes from China have been confiscated at a California airport. AP correspondent Jackie Quinn reports.
The Food and Drug Administration says this is the first time it's been able to successfully block millions of dollars worth of fruity, disposable vapes aimed at teens. It requested that customs agents at Los Angeles International Airport start seizing shipments from iMiracle Company, which makes Elf Bar vapes and other brands. The agency says the shipments were deliberately mislabeled. One FDA official says companies continue shamelessly trying to smuggle in vapes that appeal to young users with flavors like strawberry melon and triple berry ice. I'm Jackie Quinn.
The price of some medicines has risen almost tenfold in Nigeria in the past few months. Reuters correspondent Olivia Chan says it's forcing some patients to cut their doses or turn to traditional alternatives.
Nigerian Sadiq Ajibade suffers from asthma, but he can no longer afford some of his medication. Pharmaceutical industry officials said the plunge in the value of the naira after the removal of currency controls in June has sent prices of new stocks rocketing.
To be honest, let me not lie. I have reduced the dosage.
A serotype asthma inhaler manufactured by GSK cost up to 8,000 naira in April. That's just under $9.50. Now it retails for up to 70,000 naira. That's over $87.
Reuters correspondent Olivia Chan, who says research firm Statista says only 3% of Nigerians have health insurance, meaning patients must find the money themselves to buy medication. The United States on Thursday condemned the, quote, egregious actions taken by Hong Kong authorities after they offered bounties for information leading to the arrest of several overseas activists. State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller.
We deplore any attempt to apply the Beijing-imposed national security law extraterritorially and reiterate that Hong Kong authorities have no jurisdiction within United States borders, where the advocates for democracy and freedom will continue to enjoy their constitutionally guaranteed freedoms and rights.
Hong Kong police added 5 more overseas-based activists to a list of wanted people, offering bounties for information leading to their arrest in a continuing crackdown on dissent under a China-imposed national security law. The move, which adds to a list of 8 overseas activists deemed fugitives by authorities in July, triggered criticisms from governments in the U.S. and U.K.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comments section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.